Welcome to Legislative Support Services Bill Tracking Tutorial. My name is Laura Monroe, and I'm the manager of the Legislative Information Center. From the main page for bill tracking, you're going to click the drop-down arrow next to Bills, Meetings, and Session, and you're going to click into that Bills page. Then we're going to scroll down. Under Track Bills, we're going to go to Selected Bill Tracking. From this page, you can sign in if you have a WSL account, or if you have a bill tracking account, you can put in your email and password. If you don't yet have an account, you'll want to click Sign Up Now and follow the instructions for how to create your account. So when you are looking at the bill tracking account, you'll see here it says 2024. You will not have that in a new account. That is a folder. So you will have the option that will say new, and you'll want to create your folder. Once you have the folder name, you click save. And then once you have a folder, you will be able to put lists in your folder. And again, you can hit new list, and you will need to give the list a name. You can give a description to the list as well. From there, you have two options. You can save and add bills, or you can save and close. We will save and close today. Now we have a new folder and a new list. When you click into the new list, there are not going to be any bills here. So you are going to want to add your bills. If we had clicked Save and Add Bills, this is the screen that would have popped up for us. So we're going to add the bills by bill number. And you just want to put in the 4 digits of the bill. You don't want to put in the HB or the SB. You separate it with a comma. And once you have all the bills in there that you want, you click Save. And now you can see those bills are showing up in our new list. How we're looking at it right now with the bill number, document flags, title, status, veto, date, and original sponsor is the usual, regular, normal selected bill tracking view. You have some options. Even within this standard view, you can come over to add remove columns. If there's something that you don't want to see, you can uncheck that box. And you'll watch as we uncheck the box that the column disappears. You can put it back in. And once you have everything that you want in or out, you have your view, which is the standard view that you have edited slightly. You can also make completely custom views. If you come up to reports, it says, look, we're looking at it in the standard view. Use the little drop down arrow and click custom view. I have some custom views from trainings before. If you have a custom view that you no longer want, you can delete it. You can add a view. So right now we have all the things that are available to us to put in a view on the left in available columns. And then we have our chosen columns on the right. So we're going to say we want the bill number. So we're going to click the little plus sign and watch as our chosen column gets put in there. Next, we're going to choose, let's see, we want the date. How about the latest committee meeting information? The original sponsor, and notes is something you can also add. We also have a create a custom column. So you can put your own column in there. How about, do we like this bill? Once you hit save, it will show up in the available columns, and you can find it and click in there. Do we like this bill? You see a little paper and pencil in blue over here, which lets you know that is a custom column that we created, not one that automatically comes with the system. From here, we have to give it a name. Once we give it the name, we hit save, and then back to report. And now we can see when we're looking at the reports view, it says Advanced Web Training View. And when we come down and we look at this, it has our chosen columns in it instead of the standard view. And in these custom columns, you can write whatever you want here. One thing to note is that when you write in your custom column, you have a limited number of spaces. So you can't write big old huge notes here. It's going to be a real short note. However, in these notes that come with the system, you can write a lot of characters here. And it's important to note when you do that, it will bust your bill tracking list real big. So if you have a bunch of notes on all of your bills, that's the time if you're looking for something quickly, you may want to use this add remove column to look at the view in a shorter look and then add the notes back and it'll put it back out to your big list. That is custom views. I'm going to click selected bill tracking home. And that is going to bring me back to this main menu. You can delete folders from here. And it's going to ask you, do you really want to delete it? Because if you delete a folder, it's going to delete all of your lists and all of the bills and notes and everything in there. So if you do not want to delete that, click no. If you click yes, those are deleted. There is not a way to get them back. So be very careful when you click delete that you do actually want to delete things. And erase this note because it's very long. From here, we can share the list. You can send a copy of this list to another bill tracking user. You can share the list or share your bill tracking account access. So sharing a list or sending a copy of a list to another user just gives them a screenshot copy of what we're looking at right now. Sharing the bill tracking account means that somebody else can come into your account. They can erase your notes. They can add their notes. They can delete bills, add bills, move bills. So make sure that when you're sharing your account, everybody knows how to use bill tracking so you don't get in a situation where somebody erased things that were important for you to know. If you select a bill by clicking this little box, you can delete it. And again, it asks you, are you sure you want to delete it? Yes or no? If you click yes, it will delete the bill. If you have multiple lists, you can move bills. You can also copy bills. And you just choose where you're going to copy it to. And you can also add bills. You may find throughout the legislative session more bills are introduced that you want to track. So you just come in here, put their bill number in and click save, and it'll add it to that list. One of the helpful tools within bill tracking is date options, where you can choose to bold bills or only list bills that have had a status change since a certain date. So if we say we want to see all the bills that have had a change since December 2nd and update, it's going to bold all of these bills because all of these bills were pre-filed on the 2nd. We can also export our lists to Excel, CSV, text, or Word, or the bill status spreadsheet. And we can also print. When you are signed into bill tracking, you'll notice that we have the options from the detailed legislative reports up here. So I'm going to click into Report Home, and we're going to go to Bills by Sponsor. Let's look up 2025-26. We're going to choose Representative of Barno. So we chose the House, we chose the Representative, and we have an option to look up primary, secondary, or all bills. We're going to choose primary bills and hit Find Bills by Sponsor. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is because you can click this top box when you get your Bills by Sponsor. So you have all of the sponsor you were looking for bills, and you come down here and you can add it to a bill tracking list from this search function. So if we hit the Combine button, it's going to take us to our bill tracking, and it's going to say, Do you want to put this into your existing list, or do you want to create a new list? You can do either one. Name the new list, click save, and now you have a list that has all of the prime sponsor bills. And again, it's going to show us in the view that we chose. You can go back to a standard view from up here. And you could do this as many times as you need to. You could have a different list for every legislator if you wanted. You can look up bills in and out of committee. You can look up a lot of different ways. Anytime you get the results in this format, you can scroll down to the bottom and add them to your bill tracking. And that is our fabulous bill tracking feature. If you aren't sure how to do something in the bill tracking system, the most important thing to know is to contact the Legislative Information Center, and we will walk you through how to do this.